From the very beginning, I struggled when using Final Cut Express. I'd never used it at the beginning of the school year. However, now I could upload footage, edit images, and be able to change things where needed to be changed. However, when it comes to adding effects, I still struggle, although I have improved. When it comes to camera skills, I had used a video camera before, however not one as complex as this, so learning the basics was easy, and by the end I found it natural to record and use the camera in different ways, and also connect the camera to a dummy and a tripod. Lighting was also something that I was not used to, nor how big a part it plays in just one shot. I learnt to use lighting in different ways and to make a shot seem like it was natural lighting, even if it is not. Learning the basic things when filming, for instance just not flicking the switch on to turn the microphone on, can waste the whole day's filming, and also the boom mic blowing into the camera shot also spoils a shot. Continuity when filming is also necessary, as well as simple things like calling action and making sure you have filmed all the shots that are needed to be filmed. All these things also need good organisation, which, when starting next year, will be vital to do. The research and planning is something that needs to be really clear before starting the main film. By the end of the project, I was also able to use many different products, not just Final Cut Express with the film work, but also being able to work on the voice recording when recording a radio station, and also learnt to use Adobe InDesign when designing a newspaper. The elements helped to add a sense of reality to the film. The radio broadcast, however, had complications when trying to make the radio footage sound realistic. Our aim was to give the feel of a Radio 1 broadcast, however, just doing this on Final Cut Express did have its difficulties. In the end, the sound effects enabled the broadcast to sound realistic. The website DaFont helped me to download and try out many different fonts until I found the two specific fonts that worked well together. The site was a legal site, and it proved how essential the internet is to a project like this. The two fonts that we chose were 28 Days Later and A-Byte. Looking back at my preliminary tasks, there is a lot I have learned. Not only simple things like using the camera to its full potential, learning to use the equipment in the correct way, but also to be able to use and learn about many different programs on the computer. During my preliminary tasks, confidence being a director and editor was lacking, as I had very little experience. However, now I feel confident when using Final Cut Express and using the camera equipment correctly. Organisation was lacking during my preliminary task, as I was not aware to the full extent of how much of a vital role organisation played in the whole film. The planning of the film itself also needs a thorough plot as well as short lists and storyboards. However, when it came to the real thing, having a partner to work with was easier as the work was shared out. Again, just coming up with an idea for my preliminary task was also hard, but during the actual film, having a partner was much easier also, as in the end we used both our ideas to make one idea. Furthermore, learning to keep to the shooting deadline was difficult, as filming just one scene took longer than anticipated. In the end, I feel that in comparison to my preliminary task, I have produced a film that overall had stronger organisation, stronger plot, more creativity, and generally more professional. Having a partner gave another opinion which enabled two minds to work as a team with confidence.